welcome to the Dutch Grand Prix.
It's Lando Norris who took pole yesterday. Top speed of 208 miles an hour. 14 turns, 2 DRS.
Leader,
Strong wind to affect the drivers. And tyres that should all be pretty decent.
We need like a sofa.
They've got the life in them, and they've got the performance in them. And that's what the teams have got to work out. Soft, medium and hard. C3, C2, C1.
Lewis
How many
Hamilton
laps
saw
can they
that.
do before you're too slowly until you need to think about a two-stop strategy rather than
I could have bought a Red Bull actually. This doesn't really taste that nice. No, I wanted the watermelon monster.
You should have had an orange Lucozade.
I wasn't fancying one of them. I really want watermelon monster.
Logan Sargent didn't take part in qualifying, but he's allowed to race.
Right.
Can
I just say, right? You know how in the predictions I said that Albon would be my surprise of the weekend, star of the weekend. Now I know I didn't say Williams and Albon, but Williams have just absolutely stomped the gap out. Like, no, really, Albon had a great qualifying, but he got to score because they fucked up the upgrades on his car. Sargent binned it. What more could they get wrong? And no, it's not just that, they would have been at the back anyway. Williams were really quick. Sargent was quick.
Sargent didn't set up still out qualified Albon.
Back in the top 5 after he appeared there in Belgium. Russell starts 4th.
Anyway, that's why I just wanted to point out Williams somehow fumbled the bag at a track where they looked like top of the midfield.
That quali lap from Lando.
That was ridiculous.
Two contenders for the championship lining up.
Also, how much bullshit is that Hamilton penalty?
Yeah. I don't think it was a penalty, to be honest.
Salt in the wound, though.
Yeah, he stomped the gaff out with his quali anyway, but it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah.
But will they be able to deliver
He's
that
going to need a
over
decent start.
72 laps?
Now, I'm not like
Unsurprisingly,
making
starts
excuses for
on new
Hamilton,
medium
but
compound. The
he did
soft
get
compound
unlucky
tyres
because
will fade away
it
within
was
the first
catching
15 laps. If
pretty
there's
much
no
every
safety
driver out
car,
at
you're in
one
great
point. It just so
danger
happened to
then
catch him
of
out when he
having to
needed
pit
it
and fall
to not
back
catch him out the
into
most.
pack. First
Yeah,
man on the soft
but at the
tyres,
end of the day,
Tsunoda, starting
it caught him out. He messed up.
And the same happened to George, but luckily it happened to George earlier in the session.
To get himself a really
Yeah,
good. He's got
well,
extra
it
tyres
happened.
to get
We'll
through
see
the
what he
kick
does
route.
now.
He's got 2 new sets of those
We'll
soft
see what
tyres.
happens. I
And
mean,
to get a
can
good
Lando
start,
Norris
good
streak
opening
of
stint,
not
and then
leading
he'll
after
two-stop
turn
it
1 from
and
starting
hope
off
to
pole?
leapfrog
We'll see.
the cars that
He does it all the
are,
time.
but
I think Hamilton
Very
finishes
true.
4th.
Valtteri Bottas
in this
also
race.
on the
That's a ridiculously good
compound
race.
I think he does.
Because you've got to remember, Max Verstappen started down where in Belgium?
Pit lane. That is Lando Norris.
11th, wasn't it?
And if he can finish
Only
the
worked
first
himself
lap
up to
in the
5th.
lead, I dare say his
Hello.
job is kind of half done today because he's never ever finished the first
yeah.
lap in the lead.
I mean,
I think
if he can get
And
4th,
eventually
that's
you're
pretty
going to get
good.
it right,
I think
Martin,
finishes
and eventually
4th.
that pressure that must be on his shoulders now.
Who out of them
Back.
4 that we've just seen of the 2 McLarens, Max and
important,
George, aren't there? George.
Well, I think George finishes 5th. Hello. I'm so sorry. That's in a different language that I can't read. I would respond, but I just...
He's hungover.
He will be relieved.
But you feel
nobody
hungover now?
around him with a soft tyre.
I don't get
That means
hangovers.
they've got an equal chance.
Yeah.
Is a really short run.
I do
And
think...
immediately,
Hamilton on the softs at the
Max
start here.
Verstappen zooms up the inside.
You know what I think?
And Yuki Tsunoda and Bottas. Magnussen starting on the...
Well, he's starting the pit lane, isn't he?
Yeah. Softs for Hamilton.
Maybe pit lane's the best place to start. Because you're not going to get caught up in all the chaos in turn 1, are you?
Well,
Because
it's Magnussen.
there is going to be chaos in turn 1. Or maybe there Magnussen isn't there.
Yeah, but Strollers and Max's.
Between now and Abu Dhabi.
Right. Hello, hi guys. Hello, how we doing? Can I just like... I think... Right, obviously I said finished 4th, so I'm assuming McLaren's and Max finished 7th.
Yeah.
However,
However,
I believe that I've got a gut feeling, because the outside's the best place to be
yeah.
in turn 1. I think Max is going to get a better start, get a better run, but then Max is going to push Lando off wide.
If
Into the ground.
Max isn't alongside, he's going to break later.
I think they're going to come together at turn 1. I can feel it in my bones.
Max is Later, he'll push Lando wide, and it'll be up to Lando whether they make contact or he goes on the gravel.
Yeah.
I don't think Max will give him any room at all if he gets anywhere near Lando at the start.
Yeah, I can feel it in my bones. I think we're going to come together.
Max is going to do everything to get out in front.
Yeah. Well, did you hear what Christian said?
No.
In the build-up? He said, Martin's like, oh, can you win this race? And he's like, well, we're just going to have to send it to turn 1. I mean, at least...
This could end horrific.
Yeah, this
Because you've got to think, if Oscar has a good start as well, if you've got the both McLarens on the outside, Max could, this could be a big crash. There could be a big crash here.
It could be an Oscar win, this could again.
It could. I mean, what if both McLarens?
Could be a George win.
Could be a Perez win. No, it won't go that far.
No. Even if Perez is first by then lap 1, someone's overtaking him.
Do so in the previous 7 races. The strategists and the engineers lining up pit wall. We've had a few.
I don't know what they say exactly, but good luck. Thanks.
Yeah. We are back with a bang here in Sandport.
Yeah, it's
Right.
the second shortest circle
In position. Well, let's see what happens.
It's twisty. It is
You're going to
quite a
get
challenge.
gradually
We've had a
less
lot of
hungover as the
downforce.
race goes on.
The rest, the rear wing
I can
opened
already
down the
feel
pit
myself
straight.
getting
It's
better.
worth 20
Toto Wolff looks like
kilometres
he's
per
aged
hour.
like 10 years and like
14,
1.
15
Yeah,
miles
It's all the
per hour.
stress.
A very big
Stress
impact.
in the
And if
back.
you do come on to this pit
Yeah,
straight,
Max
close
is
to
going
the
to send
gearbox,
this.
You
You
can
can
already
tell.
see.
His car's
You
slightly...
can already see.
For Max Verstappen.
Oh,
I mean, the outside's the best, but it's also the most
Out of a
dangerous.
possible 210 in the last
Well, just look at the camber into turn 1. Lando's going to get such a better run.
Yeah, but it's the dangerous if Max sends it.
It's me from yesterday. Hi, Max.
Here we go. We're off. Max had a good start.
Max had a very good start.
Max
Max had a... Oh, Max...
Lando's
Lando's fucked it again. George has had a good start. Wow,
George
good
up in
start.
third.
Good start from George.
They've all kept quite clean here.
Yeah.
So far.
So far.
He did both.
Lando
McLaren had
again.
too much wheel spin as they
Lando
dropped the
again.
clutch.
Always
Three under
does this.
pressure from Leclerc too.
Yeah, but I think McLaren's have pace. I think McLaren pace. I think McLaren's have pace. I don't think Verstappen's going to see himself out front.
I don't think he'll run away with it, no, but it's disappointing for Lando. Every time he's on pole, he fucks it up.
Yeah.
And there's a Ferrari ahead of Perez.
What Norris must stop Verstappen
Ooh,
doing is
that was a
getting
twitch from the
second
Alpine there.
clear.
Yeah, going to be interesting today as well, isn't it?
Comes in at the end of the
To
first
see if...
lap.
Oh,
any-
a stake making a move on ladies? No.
Oh!
That will
Ooh!
be very difficult for the
The hat's getting quite feisty.
That's Hulkenberg. Can he keep the brakes on? Who is that? Is that Joe?
On the opening lap,
I don't
that
know.
is Lewis Hamilton trying to get past Daniel Ricciardo from his
No,
starting
he's trying to get past Yuki.
14th on the grid. We
Number
finished the
22
first
Crofty.
lap of 72. There's
He
less
started
than a
next to
second
Ricciardo, didn't
difference.
Yeah.
Verstappen over Norris. Here comes Fernando.
Alonso
trying
on
to get past
Gasly.
Pierre Gasly into turn
Gasly
one.
round the
He'll
outside.
keep
Better
going.
line, better
Gasly
exit.
is
Yeah,
just
that's what we
way
thought was going to
ahead
happen with
on the
Lando, but
Aston
Max
Martin
got
and stays
a
ahead.
much
And on
better
those back
start.
corners, you can run high and fast.
Max
And
is
Alonso
out of
got to
DRS.
release.
That is
He'll lose
Bottas
out through the
down.
exit.
To be
He's had a
said,
good
though,
start
we
then, hasn't
wondered what the start would do for Lando Norris, and it's a fifth time where
Oh,
he's
he's
been
closing
in
the gap.
P1 and he's got away to the
He just needs to
detriment of
calm
the
down
cars
now. It's not over
alongside
yet.
him.
You
He
got
is down
70
in
laps
sixth
to
place.
go.
He's got it all
Yeah.
to do from here.
It's
Completely
get
out
your
of
head
his
down,
mind now.
Lando.
He can't
Lando's
think
got the
about it.
pace to keep
It
with
is
him and
now
overtake him.
The McLaren quickest car by far, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, he's not got panic.
No.
Neither does Piastri, because
No,
Piastri's lost place
no
as
one's
well.
got a panic yet.
That means that
Apart from
McLaren
Hamilton,
are
who's
two
probably
to come
make
to
some moves.
strategizing up front. But
Yeah, he's
Piastri,
trying. He's all over the back of Yuki.
frustratingly
He'll send
for lost
There he
out to
goes.
Russell too.
Hamilton's got a good slipstream behind Daniel Ricciardo in the
Yuki.
That's
Awesome.
Yuki Crofty.
It's Yuki. Oh my god. He's an absolute monk.
That was a great move.
Beautiful overtake that from Lewis.
And he's away. The Mercedes got pace.
Got to make hay on
No,
those guys
and
in the
Lando's
early
not
laps.
in
Lewis
DRS, so
Hamilton,
Max Verstappen.
they will be praying for a safety car in
Yeah,
the next.
Hamilton will want an early safety car here.
Oh,
Ooh, Yuki again. Bottas is going.
trying to make a move on Yuki
Go on,
Tsunoda,
Bottas, in that
and
steak.
nearly coming a cropper as Tsunoda moved
Bottas is
over
doing
to try
mad
and block
bits.
the challenge
He
from
is.
the south. On down
Gasly
the,
doing well up in
places at the
7th.
moment. Albon and Sargent both making a move ahead.
In that
Zhou Guan
Where's
Yu
Ocon?
out in
16th.
front
Okay.
and out of DRS.
Yeah,
It's
and I
a
don't think
1.3
Russell
second
can
gap
keep
for Max
Piastri
Verstappen in the
behind.
lead
I don't
of
think
this
Russell can be
race.
on
George
much longer
Russell,
than
though,
that.
got
Leclerc
to
doing well in
advantage
5th in that
over
Ferrari.
Oscar
Yeah, Leclerc's
Piastri.
doing
When we
well.
come down the main
Max is
straight, next
extending
time around,
that
Russell
lead.
might find himself
You just
under
let him do
a
it
touch
at
of
the
pressure
start.
here.
Lando's just biding his
Well,
time.
because the last corner's banged, you can follow more closely than in some high-speed corners, it must be said. But that's what exactly
Oscar's
what,
gonna. I think Oscar's gonna struggle
Verstappen
to get
was
past
trying to
George.
do.
You
Break
might
the
do.
DRS,
George
so
can
he's
hold
done it
into
by over half a
Lando's
second
DRS
clear,
here.
to take Norris out of the reckoning in this
It's
first
just
phase.
whether George has DRS
And then
and gets a good
Russell
exit
and
out of
Piastri.
here.
We're on board then with Oscar Piastri, one of the 7
Here we go,
race
DRS
winners
engaged.
in Formula One this season, and he's got that DRS
going.
advantage that you were talking about,
He's
Martin.
coming.
20 kilometres an hour.
Is he gonna
of
send
extra
it?
pace down the
No.
line. Probably needed a bit longer of a straight there, but he's going to carry that move on. As on
Perez
the
is
inside,
all
so
over.
Perez
You would
tries
expect
to
him
make
to
an
be.
impression on
You would
Charles
expect
Leclerc.
that. I don't
Nothing
think the
doing
Ferraris
there
are
as we
there
approach
on
through
pace.
turn 2
This
towards
track
the
is not
back
for
corner of
Ferrari.
Riddenhouse.
It's really
not.
Turn 3.
It's really,
The
really
same
not.
track.
Slingshot away
But they're
around,
doing well.
and Piastri
Well,
stays
Charles is
behind
doing
Russell,
well, to
Perez
be
stays
fair,
behind
holding in.
Leclerc.
Russell critically was really fast through the
And I wonder what strategy game is going to be played here.
Well, Hamilton's going to have to do an early stop on themselves.
Yeah, but runners. Do you reckon we'll see some gambles, early stops?
Close racing.
What do you reckon
You
we'll
could
see?
see something from Piastri if you can't get past Russell.
Has Fernando
Yeah.
Alonso right behind him, and he's being challenged
Well, he's
currently
all
for
over
7th
the
place
back
after a
of it.
brilliant
Oh my
start from
God.
ninth.
Oh, hell, when catching out Perez there, you can just see the snap of oversteer.
Charles has brought himself in on the back of Piastri here.
George Russell is holding all of these guys up. This isn't good for Piastri because he wants to be in that fight for the win, really.
But he's 9 seconds off the lead.
But he's bringing everyone else into
starting
it.
back there in 14th place.
This is crafty. Hamilton's on leading pace, but he's 9 seconds off the lead because he started way back.
Oh, wait. It's like no shit. Oh, if Max loses this race because he was up all night with his sim.
But it's allowing Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez to move ever closer to this battle for 3rd place. Piastri very, very frustrated after losing
will
that
be getting
spot to Russell
frustrated,
at the first as Russell dived down the inside. Gap out in front,
Yeah, it's good,
1.2
good overtake from Russell.
seconds. Verstappen
Yeah,
and
crucial move for
Norris.
Russell at the start here.
Frustratingly,
Obviously,
Norris just outside.
Lando, maybe
Second,
that had an
gives him the
effect on
DRS
Oscar,
boost.
the one directly behind.
He either needs to attack and do something and get the clear air, or he may just have to back off a bit and think a little bit of a longer game on this first.
Yeah, I think that's why we keep seeing, don't we? Lando close up and then fall back a bit. You know, he doesn't want to overcook his tyres behind the Red Bull.
No, you've got to attack.
So what he doesn't want to do is burn them out.
I mean, what we could see, I mean, McLaren are in a fortunate position of having both of their cars on the pace of the Red Bull there. We could see one of them pull a madness, early stop,
Yeah.
or some strategy game.
Well, even if they do that, they're going to have to give the place back. If they did Piastri jump Norris. Norris will request a longer.
Okay.
They've done it to themselves, though.
Yeah, they have. Well, I mean, the position that they're in, I mean, if they can get Piastri in front of Max by doing an early stop, I think
Yeah.
it's worth it, because if Norris can't get past Max, Piastri early when the gap between, you
Here
know,
we go.
midfield.
Let's look at this race start. Yeah, Lando wheel spin off the line.
Too much wheel spin there from Lando.
Perez had a great start,
Never
but got
really hooked those rear
squeezed
tyres.
there.
Recovered it a little bit in the
Perez is
second
unfortunate, to be
phase.
fair.
And
The pace.
the reaction times were identical, just too much wheel spin on the rear axle of that McLaren. They're two-wheel drive, there's no traction control. Everything goes through the rear tyres, and it's cost him lead at the moment. But as I say,
He actually
now
took that
all
shallow
about
line there
plan
in
B.
that corner, didn't he?
It's about 0.4 of a
Wheel
second difference in the run to 200 kilometres an hour.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Verstappen's favour.
It's just a bit too tentative on the throttle.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that again if you can, but it was
This was Pierre
Gasly
Gasly
do it.
who managed to get past Lance Stroll on his right and
Gasly's had a good start,
makes a
hasn't he?
move on
Into
Fernando
7th.
Alonso.
Wow,
around
look
the
at that.
first
Right
turn.
around the...
you
That's
live
not-
on your
that's
wits
Gasly.
on the start of a Grand Prix.
You said
You don't
Piastri.
think about anything.
I'd say
It's just
Gasly. Think then Gasly.
If at the time you've thought about it, you run into
Beautiful
somebody,
move.
you
Oh,
literally
look at that from Gasly.
just
The
completely
Gasman.
live on your instinct.
Beautiful.
And
What's Charles done?
Leclerc, another one making
Wow,
moves
good
to
start.
the
Oof,
side
he
of
just
the
got boxed
outside
in by the
was the way
McLaren.
to go here.
But
George Russell,
he had the run
lovely
over
move
around
on
the outside.
inside. Leclerc Goes around the outside of Sergio
Beautiful.
Perez and picks
Good
up
start from
the
Paris.
Red Bull driver.
Charles.
What is going on there?
Oh,
Is that Sargent?
oh!
Is that Sargent? Sargent sent him.
Those half-pound tyres maybe not quite up to the temperature, but the Haas has been struggling under braking. Certainly in the hands of Nico Hulkenberg.
Sargent sent Magnussen.
Did. He's right up to the back of Zhou now as well.
He is.
Is rain expected? Rain is not expected.
I'd love a bit of rain.
It's good, Max. Keep it up. Just watch that rear left sliding.
Yeah, rain's not expected at this moment in time.
Yeah, George is starting to fall away back from these two now. Gasly's hanging on to the back of this lot as well.
They're not falling away as much as I thought they would be.
No, and I think Stroll giving Hulkenberg that DRS is really hindering Hamilton here as well.
It needs to use a lot of battery.
So look at Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, he's gaining on Stroll. I'm looking at the times.
Now the reason for doing that, although these tires
Why are they showing us bloody this when you're going on back there?
I don't know.
Why am I looking at babyface Max Verstappen on his 200 Formula 1? I don't care. He's not doing any, he's just driving. Show me the battles. Magnussen's past Zhou. Why have we not seen that?
And that's a concern for him. Lando Norris was seeing the gap between himself and Max Verstappen growing, and I think on this lap, certainly through the first sector, Martin, he's trying to do something about that.
No, Crofty, he's not. It's not been growing. It's stayed exactly the same. What
Science,
do you mean?
Science got ahead of Alonso.
The pace is there in the McLaren. I think
Yeah, yes.
but
But we wouldn't know that because they don't show us.
No, they haven't shown it, but I've noticed it. And Alonso's in.
Gets a bit sandy anyway, being so close to the
Alonso's dropping here out of the DRS.
Hasn't it? So the track will come to them, but
Why do the team not know who? What?
Here comes Sainz. Gasly's starting to get detached a bit now.
Yeah.
He's
doing well, hasn't he, Gasly, so far?
Very.
That 7th place with Sainz really on his tail into.
I'd expect Hamilton to come as well at some point.
I think he's just stuck in that DRS train, isn't he? Absolutely. Here we go. Sainz has moved round the outside turn 1.
Yeah, just use King.
Very neat indeed.
Lovely.
Slingshot himself around the outside of Fernando. It's a good move.
So that message to Lando Norris there, Martin, the pit wall asking.
And you get the sense that McLaren have no idea what they're doing.
No. Well, the problem, for Hamilton, when you speak about DRS train, it's Alonso and Stroll. Stroll just hangs in Alonso's DRS. Don't attack him.
Yeah,
It's going to be long. Speaking of which, Hulkenberg's out at the moment. Hamilton 2/10 back.
6.5 seconds slower than doing yesterday afternoon in qualifying.
Well, these guys are battling. I think Sainz might make a move if he gets a good exit here.
Oh, there we go.
That's the effective acceleration, turning.
He's close enough. He's close. He's very close.
Here we go. Here comes Sainz.
I'm watching Hamilton.
Here comes Hamilton. Send it. He sent it.
He sent it. Good move.
Down the inside. Use the camber. Lovely.
Love Hamilton.
Crucial move. Now he's got both Aston Martins. Alonso's dropping. Oh my god.
As he said, he passed him. As he said on the radio, I'm too straight.
Hey, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Has hurt Lewis's race in this phase. He's now 13.
Is the gap between Max and Lando increased as it Crofty?
I think we will get a safety car at some point this race.
And he was complaining, wasn't he?
All it takes is one rogue Magnussen.
He's had too
Or
many
Stroll or Sargent.
laps to have to get past the Haas.
Yeah.
Glorious afternoon for
Bottas has created a train now as well.
Go on, Bottas.
14th in that stage.
He's doing
great.
Bottas is probably having the season of his life, and no one is going to give him credit for it.
I'm giving him credit for it.
Because he's just...
Look at his teammate.
Yeah, it's woeful from Joe, isn't it?
But is that where the car should be in Bottas? Is just do this.
Well, yeah, is it... Joe is really shit, or is
Here we go.
Bottas just...
Sainz will get the move done here.
Right, why?
That
camera angle. He's
Oh,
he's
Go on, Gasly.
squeezing him.
Go on, Gasly.
Go on, Pierre.
Oof, Sainz. Put the manners on him.
Good racing from both of them.
Great racing. What was that camera cut though?
He did, and he left the Gasly space at all.
Good racing from both of them.
Absolutely beautiful.
Interested in that move.
Oh,
Plan A. We're still on A at Ferrari. This is revelation.
Yeah, plan A, plan A.
Usually they're about G right now.
Yeah, mate, it's one for every lap.
Hamilton's right up behind the Martins again. He's got pace.
Let's get out of it there, didn't he?
He was.
Gasly just left his car in the middle and was like, "Science, choose." I don't see any because Gasly didn't make a late move there. Science just couldn't make the couldn't choose.
Good move. And here comes Hamilton charging behind the Aston Martins.
Yeah, but Stroll's got the DRS and that Aston Martin again. Must be quick down the straight.
Hamilton's close though.
Yeah, I know, but Stroll's close. Look.
Down the pit straight, a little bit of debris floating around there. That's not in your earbox.
Too far back.
Or your brake
Stroll's
right.
He's
castling. No,
he's gonna have to make the move in an unorthodox place, I think.
By Nico
By the looks of it.
He's taken a lap to get right on the tail here of Stroll.
I'll teach him the
His
ways.
teammate Fernando Alonso just ahead of him. It's a brilliant shot from the helicopter cam here to show the
Alonso's just giving Stroll DRS and Stroll just can't get onto him.
When you ride on board, you certainly get a sense of
Teamwork. Teamwork by the Aston Martins.
Up to about 158 miles an hour. The track then drops
they're probably
away.
telling Lance to not attack Fernando. Don't leave yourself vulnerable to Hamilton behind.
Yeah. I hope McLaren have listened to Ferrari. Plan A and B here. Where's C and D?
Horizontal as usual. That's exactly what you need, isn't it? Crystal clear.
I mean, to be fair to McLaren, at least they're asking the drivers, what do you think about this situation, rather than just taking it into their own hands.
Problem I've got Piastri here. Look at George, 3.5 back from these two leaders.
Yeah, George is hurting Piastri's race.
Yeah.
Piastri needs to get past.
He's losing time, and he's not even in DRS. It looks like Charles will get Piastri more than Piastri getting Russell.
Yeah. Lando is pushing, it seems, a tad more.
A little bit more. He looks like he's trying to get himself into DRS.
Do you reckon it's because they're coming towards the end of the stint and Lando's maybe pushing, saying, okay, this is the time we get in front of Max here?
Maybe. Well, the McLaren, as we've seen all year, is better on its tyres than every other car. We've seen that all year.
So it has a bit more license to push.
Yeah, the degradation on that McLaren compared to the Red Bull and the Mercedes and the Ferrari is... He can just hold his tyres way better.
He just needs to nick.
He might just be in it. He might just have got in. Protection.
It was back there, coming out the chicane.
Just missed it.
No, he just missed it. He needs to get in. If he gets just in,
I think he will be in this lap.
If he just gets in, he'll be able to hang on, and that'll gain him enough straight, I think.
Stroll out of DRS from Fernando. That'll leave him vulnerable to Hamilton. Can we cut to that, please? Can we cut to that, please?
110, he's passed. Here comes Hamilton, and he's around. He's down the inside.
Fernando and Hamilton next. That's spicy. I'm loving. That could be fun, couldn't it? Hamilton versus Alonso.
The kind of turn. Just see Max go straight on. Lando's outside of DRS at the wrong point. The detection was right.
I can see that pass just going straight on one of these corners at some point.
Yeah, I can as well. Lando needs to be in DRS detection now. Now,
just missed it. He's just missed it.
Lando has to be in there.
Well, I think that middle sector, that Red Bull,
it extends, doesn't it?
Extends it. It's a bit better than the McLaren, but the McLaren in sector 1 and 3 is mighty. But points are in the middle sector.
I love this camera.
He's got a
gimbal camera, so good.
He's got to. So around 6/10, I think, through the first sector to hold into it, that DRS. Oh, replay of Hamilton. Gaining, straight down the inside Stroll.
Good move.
So making very good moves. Hulkenberg in the pits. Yuki in the pits.
Albon's gone to the hards then. I wonder if they're going to go long now.
Can't go to the end.
Can't go get to the end, can they? See, look, there you go again. Detection there, 1.1.
He can get the free lap time without taking any punishment out of the tyres.
And Hamilton's close within half a second of Alonso already. He's rapid. He's rapid.
Lando, you've just got to push through this chicane. You've got absolutely into that chicane. He's not in the fucking... Fuck's sake! Lando! It's actually frustrating watching this. He's quicker than Max, but Max is just quicker through that middle sector.
Here we go. Hamilton's going to have a run on Alonso. Going to get close enough coming out the corner. We're watching Hamilton again on the little cam. Is he a bit too far back? I think he's a bit too flat. He's gaining. He's gaining.
He's gaining. Oh my god. Is he going to send it? He sent it. He sent it.
Has he got it, or has Alonso held it? He's got it!
Good move. Good move from Hamilton.
Wow. I would like to see a full-on replay of that. But...
Right. He's in DRS.
Bottas in the pits.
It might actually be. Slight penalty. Lando. I think he is. I think he's in. I think he's in. I think he's in.
Albon fastest lap.
He is, he's in.
Right, let's cut to that then.
Can we cut to Lando, please? Guys! Oh my god. He's in DRS! Oh my god. Boys.
We're not seeing it.
Boys. He's in DRS!
We're not seeing it.
Oh my
Ryan
god.
Charles is on board.
Brad.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Here comes Lando.
Is he going to send it? Send it. Max goes defensive. Lando around the outside.
Really caught up with Verstappen on this lap. To the extent that they're all
This is gonna get tasty.
This could get tasty.
This is gonna get tasty.
Very much head here. Turn 3, the banked corner at Hugenholtz. Verstappen gets a very nice exit off that.
Holding up quite well. Still the only one on the softs. Everyone else who started on the mid.
And be in a position to try and strike next time around.
Yeah, I wonder if Verstappen had a little mistake previous lap because Norris really closed in, didn't he? But
well, it's because he was in DRS in both straights, you knobhead.
Let's remember,
Commentators just have no clue, do they?
Hang on. Broke it. Hasn't broke it though. Lando's stayed in there.
Just.
Lando Norris when they relay it to him, and there are no smiles there, only grimaces on the face of Christian.
It's crucial he was in DRS there. Gaining back that time he loses through the middle sector. And you can see the Red Bull screaming on the exit of the chicane. Banked. 5/10 now. Opens the DRS.
He's got to get a move there. Max will go ultra defensive though.
Yeah, he's past it. This way he doesn't get
Max goes to the inside.
Oof!
Oh,
That was late.
late-ish move. But Max holds it. Lando squeezes it.
He's through.
Max comes in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, definitely.
now he can get
That's
on with it.
back in front for Norris.
In clear air.
He can get on with it now.
Go on, Lando.
I wouldn't be surprised if Max comes back if he's in DRS. We could get a tasty battle here for the lead.
We could.
Very tasty battle.
Leclerc very well right now.
Gave it a little jiggle.
Yeah, Leclerc's doing very well.
What a race he's having in that Ferrari.
And through.
While we look at the replay, Max is about a... Mate, this TV division's fucking bollocks.
Changes in each of the past 6 Grand Prix, and that's the first change of the lead that we've had today. And it is Lando Norris past Max Verstappen.
Guys, Max has got DRS! Guys! Oh! Guys! Guys, we're still on the replay!
How many replays do we need?
I want to see the action. Where?
That's Piastri and Leclerc.
Wait, so, okay, Verstappen, he's in DRS, but he's
Only
not close enough.
Jules.
Here he comes.
Close enough.
I mean, Max's tyres are already a bit screwed. He's going to be damaging them in the dirty air of Lando Norris.
Yeah.
The pace that we know Norris has here.
What's the flat from here? I know how the tyres. I think okay, mate. They feel pretty reasonable, like systems. So, we think just plan A. We think plan A.
We think. But that's cool.
Well, the undercut where you stop before your rival.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the tyres.
The undercut. The YouTube channel that you should see.
To produce a barnstorming
That sounded so
yeah, I know.
Fast.
It was half-fast. Joe in the pits. I like looking at the bottom.
Norris is doing his best to try and put round about.
So basically what they're saying is at McLaren is it doesn't matter, Kutcher, because we're better on our tyres and we'll come back through later in the race anyway.
Yeah.
That's basically what that was.
That Red Bull's not good on his tyres.
Well, we can tell
Max
as well.
has just held that in DRS.
He's only just held it. His DRS is saving him from Lando being off down the road.
DRS, still got the DRS for something. That's critical for him now to hang on.
That is critical for him.
To the McLaren.
Max has got to just absolutely hang off the back of Lando there.
But so Norris is not breaking away like he needs to.
I'd say that DRS probably
I would
worth about
expect for Hamilton soon on them softs.
Yeah, I would as well. I mean, like McLaren said, I don't think it's going to bother Lando if Max doesn't. If he doesn't break away from Max.
No.
Because he's going to have the edge over him.
Well, Max has the pace or the grip to attack Lando again.
Your rival.
I felt like my brakes are going low, but I feel like there's a lot more weight all of a sudden.
No, that's not good.
Okay, we're checking now.
Well, that's terrifying.
Right,
And the
right.
wind here, very
Oh no.
gusty in,
Imagine
Please.
they have a brake failure.
Oh, just
straight behind
please.
the cars.
Max Verstappen wins the Dutch Grand Prix.
Barely moves. But
Yeah,
goodness, though, you said
if Lando has a brake failure.
it does
Right,
move
George,
a bit.
get out the fucking way.
Yeah.
Piastri, come on.
See the cars getting closer on the braking here. But look at
Hamilton
this,
is
we go into the
hassling
next
Gasly.
DRS zone. You said it was crucial, Martin, that Lando
He's
Norris
out of DRS now,
the
Max.
threat,
Yeah.
and he's done that.
That's it now.
More than a
Norris will
second
scamper
ahead.
off down the road.
Yeah.
Unless he has brake failure.
Let's see where he was on the detector.
We know Gasly's a hard one to overtake as well. When
Yeah,
Hamilton
he is.
That looked like he still had DRS.
comes along to him. Gasly dropped about 6-7 seconds behind Sainz now as well.
He didn't. I'm told by Bernie Collins at Race Control he had DRS.
There is
Who does have
Hamilton.
DRS?
Here he comes.
Lewis Hamilton.
Those soft tyres you did mention
in
look very
front
well.
of him, the wind
Somehow.
shaking the camera
Yeah.
around at the end
Thought
of
about
that
it.
main
Not close
straight.
enough there.
Hamilton pulling out.
Taking
a tighter line, though.
Get past
Maybe put
Gasly,
Gasly
who's,
off ever so
been
slightly.
a fair amount here this afternoon.
Gasly's on a very
was
good
on the
race.
podium this time last year.
Brakes were everything fine last night.
Okay, so it's just tailwind then.
Biggest wind.
Yeah, it's wind. So everyone will be
Some
feeling
wind this afternoon as the
my
cars-
heart. My heart, bro.
Thank God for that one.
Yeah, I was just going to pick up on that. They've been told
Yeah,
to
Max is
both
dropping back now.
cars
I think
use gusts of
if
wind
Piastri can get
right
past,
now.
we'll see Piastri
Seems to be
close
affecting
in
a lot of the drivers.
on
And
Max,
some of them
but
get in switch positions
he's.
at
I wouldn't be
the
surprised
line
if
for
Piastri's
that
really hurt his
turn
tyres behind George.
What was saying tyres though? Hamilton's been behind pretty much everyone.
Yeah, but Hamilton's
I took behind on the softs.
Hamilton.
How are the softs surviving? I don't understand. They're not. I don't think they are.
They're probably not. Hamilton's just insane.
You can see it on the exits. He's struggling now.
Right, I'll be pulling.
On that lap, Lando Norris 7/10
Yeah, you can see
faster
on the
than
exit
Verstappen.
there.
As you were
He's
pointing out, Crofty,
struggling a bit.
that's what he's got to do if he wants to
7
defend
tenths.
against the
That's
undercut.
too
He wants
far.
to look-
Hey up.
Oh, Charles.
Charles on Piastri.
Getting feisty a bit, there, isn't he?
will be
Charles
a
looks to me the faster
tool to have
of
available
the
to
three
the
here.
team.
And it's
He does,
not
yeah.
just Verstappen, I think, who's struggling with his tyres out there because Perez nagging
Surprise.
himself.
No.
Hamilton and Gasly side by side, must be.
Oh my God. What's going on? Guys, once
On a
again.
mission once again behind Oscar Piastri, continuing
Yeah,
his
he's close
mission
that
with
time,
Lewis
wasn't he?
Hamilton. On the
I
track
saw
today, trying to
1/10
get
and I was
past,
like, what is
Pierre
going on?
Gasly. And out in front,
Hey, Magnus up to 13.
2.3 seconds now. Norris
Big
over
Hulkenberg, up to
Verstappen.
15.
Going well
Mm.
since he took the lead on lap 18 for the British driver.
Lewis in this is now 1 minute 17 in traffic, whereas Norris is in the 1 minute late 1 minute 15 for equal. So
Yeah, that's just
the
clean
pain. He's
air,
now
isn't it?
pissed
That's
off
clean
on
air
it, so
and
that track
the tyres.
Yeah.
has cost him dearly. But
Yeah, you can see him struggling with
he's
the
got a
wheel
lot
there.
further
He's very
on those
close.
soft tyres than anybody would have us believe in our various briefings.
5-10.
Absolutely. If you're leading,
Ferrari's
we
not
were
still in
told
the
today,
straight
there's
either.
a potential to extend
Oh,
the
no.
Here we go,
performance
here he
line for the Soft
Charles
to 25 laps.
Hey
Lewis
up,
Hamilton isn't
here we go.
leading. He's been slicing
course,
through
Charles
the
is having a
traffic.
go.
We're on lap 23 and the Softs
I think it's probably just a
performing
repeat of
very
what happened
nicely
last
for said that Piastri was under a bit of pressure. Charles Leclerc
He
is
is.
right behind him here.
Disappointing
Lap
so far from Piastri.
23
He's
of
critically, he was to
72.
get past
It's
George
a
earlier,
little
but he
bit of a
couldn't
race
make
here
it happen.
from Charles Leclerc,
Now
who,
he's
of
feeling
course,
the
finished
consequences
third
and the
in
wrath
the
of Charles
very
Leclerc.
last time around and
Hamilton's
drove a
dropped
very
off.
solid race for Ferrari that day.
He's been very tenacious,
see what
hasn't he?
happens.
As finally then,
So
on
he
board
went
with Lewis
for it.
Hamilton.
This is the
Up
lap
inside
there.
of Gasly, we can pick the throttle
Oh, and
up
Gasly
a
did what he
bit,
did
and
to
leave
Sainz,
him
just
space
held
on the
it.
outside. He did
Yeah,
effectively
Good defending from Gasly.
around
Yeah.
there. And, so
He has had a
Lewis was
very
obliged
nice,
to
tidy
not run
weekend
him out
so
of
far.
road. it was absolutely
Why
wrong. If your
Alpine
front axle is ahead of their rear
put the
axle,
trust in him
you
to
can
lead
have a
that
go
team
at the
forward.
inside. Do have to leave them at Carl's wheel.
I'm interested in this battle.
Racing with on the
This is
outside.
interesting.
Come on,
Because
Charles.
if Charles gets past Piastri,
Piastri will come in.
yeah, he'll come in. But I also think that George won't be safe.
Here we go.
Of the season, his teammate Esteban Ocon down in 14th at the
Come on,
moment.
Charles.
Close again.
Here we go.
Such a good day.
Send it.
Here, though, comes Shea.
It's gonna be
around the
insane.
outside of Oscar
Oh, he's
kept
there!
it.
Oh, my goodness me! How much more closer could you get?
By a few centimetres. And Leclerc
Stop
has
and
to
radio.
back out.
Hamilton's in the pits.
Hamilton in the pits. I can see that one coming.
What's he going to? The hard
Slow
side.
stop, that looked like to me. That did not look like a nice stop for Mercedes.
Yeah, he'd come out ahead of Gasly now.
It's not coming up.
So it opens up the window, but it might compromise them later on.
Oh, it was a good start. It just looked bad.
Maybe it cut it the wrong time.
Is he ahead of Yuki here?
He's not.
No.
No, it's not. It's not detrimental. He'll have Yuki isn't in DRS, and Hamilton will be extremely quicker.
He's gonna need to get past all of these.
Two-stop strategy here. He has got those soft tyres to lap 24, Martin. Put the set of hards on.
Whatever Mercedes had for Hamilton has clearly worked because those softs really helped him in the age here.
They did, but he's got to work his way through there.
4 seconds now.
You got to think, Magnussen hasn't stopped Ferrari. Ocon. Hulkenberg has stopped.
Pace has dropped significantly, and Ferrari may be sensing that.
Bit of an undercut here.
From an early stop.
This is going to force Piastri in.
Oscar Piastri, but to try and maybe catch up with Max Verstappen a little bit as well. Hard tyres going on for him, and I think we'll see a lot of the runners.
I think Max is going to come in as well.
I think Russell's going to want to come in.
It's trigger a bunch of pit stops, isn't it? And to be fair, Verstappen and Norris, you can't count out Charles. You know, they've got to watch out for him on this. If they leave it too long, you know what I mean? Like, if he's going quick.
Russell in. There you go. That's Charles that's forced Russell in there.
What's Perez doing?
Hamilton past Yuki.
Where's Perez in all this? He's sort of back in the 17s as well. So
I haven't heard from Perez. He's just
there.
He's now.
To be fair, Perez is doing what Red Bull need him to do.
He's
He's had a decent weekend considering where he's been. So been alright from Perez.
Instead of second guess and for his main rival.
We are seeing here a McLaren car both with pace and preservation of those tyres. Mercedes are waiting for George Russell, who's just made his exit from the final corner and into the pit lane at 60 km. He now goes.
What it does also do is
Castro said out.
Norris more and more information.
Oh, that front right, bit slow.
So 60 kilometers an hour.
That's going to leave him vulnerable with Charles. Charles is being held up by Fernando.
He is.
Oh, he's got past.
Here comes the red Ferrari.
He's going to go around Georgia. He has.
He's done it. He's jumped it.
Wow.
And Charles has done the undercut.
He's going to come out behind Alonso and behind Leclerc.
Piastri's been given free air now.
Which I think is what they needed.
And Charles Leclerc picks up another pace here.
That's interesting how close he's going to be to Max, you know.
Well, this is what I was saying. They can't, like, even though they're up the road.
Piastri.
Oh, so he's going to push. It's interesting, isn't it? I was saying, like, even though they're up the road, if Charles is going quick, they can't ignore it, can they? They can't ignore Charles.
I think Norris can.
I won't be so sure. All it takes is one mistake.
George is. You look at the grip George has over Fernando there.
Bloody hell. These tyres seem to be mad.
Faster than pretty much
A
everybody else on
load of guys going to have to come in soon,
With a
surely.
1:16.0, that's what he needs to do.
Well, they've jumped Piastri, that's for sure.
Pace. That will start putting Red Bull under pressure with Verstappen.
I think this helped George, Charles as well.
Here as well. With Alonso just ahead of him.
Boost down the straight.
Made it a slam dunk that he was going to be ahead of George Russell.
And this slow
By the
start.
time he came on the track, why was Russell stopped
Yeah,
a little low? It just
Right from.
wasn't working quite in harmony, and the harmony they would have wanted. Here's Lewis
Hamilton on Ocon.
In 14th place, the other driver.
I got there before you, Crofty. What are you messing at?
Making his way back through the field once again. Bernie Collins, to you.
Yes, Bob, it's really hot.
To be fair, he's got so much going on. It must be quite hard.
Yeah.
You got to look at about 10 different.
Yeah, I imagine a commentator's job is harder than you think it is.
Yeah.
Red Bull coming in for Max.
This
I
has to
think
be Max,
Verstappen's
yeah.
coming in. He is. He's been told to pit and he wants to get
Bugs,
rid
bugs.
of those medium
They're gonna
compound
have to,
tyres. His pace has been dropping off. The last
Unless
few laps
they're
since he
going
lost the lead to Lando
for a one
Norris.
stop with Piastri.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not out there on the
These can all go
possibility.
one stop now with these hards now, I think.
On a set of
No, I don't think
hard
they can go
compound
one stop.
tyres. It's clearly the tyre that goes, you know, one stop is the strategy.
There's
that
Charles
works,
back
and,
there.
they will.
He's going to play Gasly.
It's
crucial
second
for Max
advantage.
to be ahead of
George
Gasly.
Russell's the fastest man on the track. And
There's
once he's got
Gasly.
the hard compound tyres on, Verstappen
There's
comes
Charles.
to this race ahead
Charles
of
has
his former
gained
teammate
a
Pierre
lot of
Gasly,
time.
who is yet
Oh,
to
Matt,
stop
yeah, he's
in
well,
this
what's he now? 2.5?
Norris
Behind Max now?
Lando Norris leads
No, it was about
this
8.
race. Oscar Piastri is teammate in second. Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz, the top 4 haven't stopped yet. Lando Norris, since he took the lead in this race, conceded the lead in this race.
Okay, Norris has got to come in then, hasn't he?
Other than Max Verstappen,
Yeah.
to lead 100 laps.
I mean,
Yeah.
are they going to double stop?
Yep, 100 laps this season. Key here is to get in and out again and continue that
Needs a
lap
good stop
lead
here.
in 2024 without any problems.
Don't take risks with the speed limiter. He did it. Park it on your marks. Let everybody.
He's
do their
ready.
job.
Oh, slight slowly bad though.
It shouldn't be too detrimental.
Kind of
No,
okay.
come on, front
It
stop.
should be enough.
Through goes Piastri, and through goes Perez.
And Sainz.
So Oscar continued on
He's
his
miles
way.
clear of
Sergio
Max.
Perez did pit.
Absolutely
Carlos Sainz
fine.
didn't.
He's
Lando
done.
Norris comes out
Yeah.
in 4th place, but comfortably
Leclerc
ahead
throwing Gasly,
of Max
crucial move.
Verstappen as he disappears into turn 2.
Can
Verstappen
Leclerc keep
just
up
making his
that?
way around
Probably not.
turn 1. So he's still got that margin over
No.
Verstappen.
3.1 stop wasn't ideal, but wasn't a disaster either. So now it's
Max
down
is doing
to
the hards that he started on.
the hard compound tyre, of course.
Yeah.
Norris has got 1 lap advantage in
You got
lights, so
Alonso,
like that,
Stroll,
Max said it
Ricardo,
didn't make any difference.
Magnussen,
And that was
all
it.
haven't
Just
stopped
saw
yet,
the gap.
so it does
It was
put Hamilton up in
5.6
9.
before the stop.
Lee
It's going to
hasn't stopped
be,
yet.
I'm going to imagine, a little bit less
8
now because Max
puts Hamilton,
had
but
an
he's a
extra
long
lap
way
on
back
fresh
from
tyres.
George.
Let's see
Yeah,
what
he
they
is.
can do
I
now
still
in
think we could see a
second place
safety
on
car
the
spice things up here.
Charles
I'm hoping
Leclerc
for a
on
safety
Pierre
car,
Gasly,
to be honest with
DRS,
you.
not a problem
Because
with that one.
I think
Lewis
it's been quite
Hamilton has
dull.
got past
No, I think it's been a good race.
Yeah, it's not been a bad race.
No, it's been good because I think we've had a fight for a lead. There's definitely a strategy game, and it's not over yet.
No, I'm closing in a bit. Do you know what I mean?
I think it will.
Perez in. Now, obviously, a safety car spices it up in terms of for Piastri, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, definitely.
Now that's interesting. Perez is going to be behind Russell, Gasly, Alonso? Alonso.
But he's going to have very quick tyres.
Opens on another charge here.
Goes past Magnussen.
Straight this time it's Kevin Magnussen that he's got past.
How many moves has he made this race?
There must be some sort of record for the amount of overtakes Hamilton's done in one race around Zandvoort.
He's got to have the most overtakes at Zandvoort since back in the past 3 years.
Oh, 100%.
From where he starts every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
He's the one right behind them.
Look at the grip.
This
Ooh.
is George Russell behind the Alpine.
Go on the curb.
Do we see
Send it
George
down the
Russell
side,
step on down the inside? Yes, we do.
Just see how much.
Why did Gasly broke while George was still accelerating?
It's just the grip
That's
on the
outrageous.
tyres, isn't it?
Again, isn't it?
Sainz then.
He is. As he veers to the
He's
right,
going to want to
Piastri
jump Perez here. Obviously,
continues
Perez
on
had that
his
slow
way,
start.
to lead this
I think
race.
Piastri is doing a one-stop.
Remember, say they think
He's
the
gonna have to do
1-2
that.
is very much on the
I
cards
think
here.
that's quite bold from
Piastri's
McLaren,
pace,
you know.
granted,
It's
albeit
bold.
not
Good
as
start.
good as those
I mean,
who
what'll be
changed
interesting,
tyres.
safety
Still
car.
a
Now,
1:16.0 on that last lap is still
Piastri's
good. And a decent
pretty
pit stop
well
line
off
for
there,
Carlos
isn't
Sainz as well,
Very well off.
2.6 seconds.
I think Lando still gets back past, but
Very
close to
close
Max.
to Sergio Perez. He's got
Here
the
they
side
go.
line.
Oh, it's Perez and
Perez has
Sainz.
the outside, doesn't he? He had that little slip off the camber. Stroll in the pits. So Hamilton 5 seconds behind these two.
Yeah.
Norris has just done a stunning first sector as well.
He's done well to
through there, and,
be that close. You know
So
what I mean?
these two, and Gonzo and Gasly still to stop.
But they do have the fresh tyres, so I don't expect them to catch.
Well, you don't know his pace, do you? I did just say 5 seconds when they came out the pits. It's 4.1.
Yeah, well, that's because obviously they don't have the momentum.
Yeah, oh my god. You can look at the pace difference.
It's mad, isn't it?
Is Alonso going to defend this?
No, he won't defend this.
Are you sure? Paris just
He
like...
backs out of it. Oh, look, he's holding up. They get out of the way.
Oh my god, Sainz must be like...
Yeah. He's going to get a nice slingshot here, though.
He is.
With the DRS.
Alonso disappears out of the way and signs free DRS use to try and catch Sergio
Never
Perez.
get him.
Yeah, Perez had gapped him a bit, hadn't he? And considering how close Sainz was to
There
Perez
goes
when he came
Hamilton.
out of the... He's got to get tyre warm up.
Yeah, so Piastri's doing quite well here.
Gasly, yet to stop as well. Gasly on a one-stop.
Sweet enough, didn't it?
Magnussen on a one-stop.
Gasly's racing the Aston Martins, isn't he? So
Yes.
I imagine Gasly will come in now.
Are the Aston Martins on a one-stop?
Possibly. Bottas! Go, Bottas!
Will continue on their scrap.
He's legitimately jumped him as well.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Lots of discussion happened on the Perez really.
The Aston
early.
Martins
Now
should
it
come
is
through this
4.5
stage.
seconds ahead of
Stopped
Norris,
very late.
2 seconds a lap. So that might be
This is the move from
McLaren's
Perez.
point to box him. But at the moment they're
Alonso
discussing,
did try
should
and
he
hold
come
it.
out
I think
close
Perez,
to
no.
McLaren Russell?
Yeah, Perez
or
shut the
further
door.
away with fresher tyres. That's the
No
mix they're
chance,
trying
yeah.
to
He
give him
just
the best
doesn't have the
possible
grip,
chance
does
he?
of
No.
overtaking in the final stint, trying to get ahead of McLaren Russell.
Because what do McLaren want, Martin?
Oh,
They want free
what's
air,
this?
don't they? To
Hasbal.
run the pace they know their
Hulkenberg
car's
overtakes
capable
Magnussen.
of without the car being too
It makes
far,
sense. Magnussen hasn't stopped yet.
too close to them, I should say, in the opening stages of a stint.
Yeah, it was not there.
Gasly in the pits.
Yeah, as suspected.
See, Hamilton was right behind Gasly.
Will he have a big enough tyre
When he
advantage?
pitted.
They're looking
How
for a
far
big
behind it
offset
is
this long
Hamilton?
way.
Yeah, but it's the tyre offset though, isn't it?
I know, but I know that's what I want to see is how big tyre offset around here.
We're about to see.
Whatsoever, they are now effectively in a different race.
Going to come out.
But Norris 14.4, Verstappen
Sonoda's in the
14.8.
pits.
Is he
I
ahead of
believe they're
Alonso?
both in
He
clear
is.
air. They were. So Norris is
Just.
faster again.
It's about
At
15, 16,
6.3,
17
Norris
seconds behind
to
Hamilton
Verstappen
there now.
was
So the tyre
5.6
offset's
for the
mad.
pit stop.
Massive.
So the
Big
early
tyre offset.
signs are
We have to
they
take
might
into
be
account that
even
the Mercedes is
faster
quicker as
now.
By
well.
the way, Hamilton's 3.3 behind Sainz
I
now.
didn't expect him to close.
Piastri in.
So here we go now. For Oscar Piastri.
It's
It's crucial. This is a crucial stop here.
As well. As in comes Oscar Piastri, who just wants a nice straight
stop.
An open stop,
and
that one.
that's exactly
Good stop.
what he got. Verstappen
2.4.
goes turn 1, Charles Leclerc goes through, and George
No,
Russell
Russell will be
goes
through.
But
Ahead of
Oscar
Perez.
Piastri get out here
Ahead of Perez.
of Sergio Perez. That's
So
what
now,
McLaren are looking for.
That's really good.
Piastri
What has been delivered
He'll get to
with
the
a
end.
smart stop and some decent
Will do.
from the young Australian.
Now Piastri will
Back
be
out onto the
quick here.
track in 5th place.
He will.
And ready to charge
I think
down
Lando
now.
can get to the end
George
now as
Russell
well.
and Charles Leclerc ahead of him.
And he's a sensational drive now, Oscar Piastri. If he
You
wants
got
to
to
be
think on
on
higher
the
fuel,
podium.
these guys did 4 laps on the
6
mediums.
laps, extra tyre performance life on those hard compound tyres from George
Slowest.
Russell.
Ooh!
They're going there.
Guy tried
while
to grab some.
the mechanic, as you can see on the right hand side here,
He hasn't got his underwear.
just taking his hands out of the way.
Jesus Christ.
The guy on the
I think he was, trying to-
light
yeah.
switch that go should
Well,
be
he got his
fired.
hands out of the way. That's the main thing.
Isn't it
Lando
automated?
Norris then.
No, I think some guy presses it.
34
No, it's when you
starts
press the
lap
button on your
35
thing.
is the leader of this race.
On your
And
wheel
his
gun,
gap
there's a
over Max
button.
Verstappen,
And it's
7.5 seconds.
when all 4 press, that's when the light goes green.
Oh, is it?
Has been in both phases. Didn't lose his
Technologically
head.
advanced
He lost the
nowadays.
start, but kept his head. And that was probably more
Remember when it was a
important than
lollipop,
the start, given the stop.
Remember those days?
He knew the
You have
performance
it,
there
stop.
from-
Then they flip it and it says
Go.
clutch engaged, and then they lift it.
I'll do.
Those are some good days.
I missed the free fuel one as well.
Yeah, but that
was dangerous.
saw some very bad incidents with that.
Both Hasses were in the top 10.
I would like refueling back because I think it would
Gasly unsafe release.
Yeah. I think it'd be interesting strategy because you'd have some teams start with like no fuel, and you'd have teams that would start with like a whole race worth of fuel.
Yeah.
But obviously, when you have to refuel, it takes like 20 seconds. So I think it'd be quite interesting.
They go off at different times as well. So it's how
they
manage that and how they keep their pace up between now and the end of the race that could dictate the thrill that we may or may not have. Checkered flag, and obviously we're hoping to get an absolute thriller with positions changing all the time.
Yeah, these hard
I think we would.
I don't think any of them would.
No, because it depends. Like, if you're in Hamilton's position today and you're starting 14th, you just underfuel the car.
Yeah.
And then you just through the field because you've got no weight on soft tyres as well. Oh, your car would be flying. Be quali pace.
Can Piastri use that 6-lap fresh tyres and put some? They put him.
But no, if you're at the front, I think you'd be a bit more tentative.
It was kind of a bit of a halfway house, that stop for him. He now needs
Gasly
to
versus the Aston
in his next few laps.
Yeah, so interesting for Piastri. Yeah.
We'll just watch this move from Ricardo on Valtteri.
What's happened to Yuki, by the way?
Left Piastri for a long time.
How has Yuki fucked us?
I think he paid twice.
He's lost track position, hasn't he? Now, will 6 laps on a set of hard compound tyres be advantageous later on this afternoon? That's why we're watching.
But I think no further investigation, by the way, that's incidents in the pit lane down at Alpine.
Plus, you can't give
Gasly. Charles Leclerc.
No, it'd be a team fine.
You'd be a fine.
I wouldn't say it's taken McLaren by surprise, but I don't think McLaren were expecting Ferrari and Leclerc to be right up there. Decent drive from Charles Leclerc this afternoon.
Again,
I will be very surprised if I don't see Piastri close up and overtake Russell.
He's been more tenacious than fast of late.
He's closing quite rapidly as well.
Their development.
Yeah, Piastri's the one to watch at the moment.
He is.
And they'll regroup, I'm sure.
And then, after Russell, 4 seconds up the road is Charles Leclerc, and if he can get past Charles, it's 5 seconds up the road to this man, Max. That's not Max, that's Perez.
Yeah.
He's definitely not up the road.
No. He's not far behind Piastri, you can see him.
Bernie Collins, what do you got for us?
Bernie.
Hi, Crofty. I was just watching the pit stop there for Gasly. I watched it several times now. The front right of the wing, we've seen that just in front of it there. They have a little gun that they adjust the wing angle to the different compounds.
Safety car would.
Didn't seem to get the gun
I think you'd see.
We have only just got over halfway.
You'd see Norris. I think you'd see Norris come into the pits. I think.
Speed in the pit lane, Stroll.
He's got one half of the wing set correctly and one half of the wing.
Why does it have to be investigated? When I do it, I get a 5 second slam dunk.
Out to Alex Albon as well, who stopped a lot earlier. Alex Albon, as said.
What?
But he's now behind the.
It is a slam dunk.
How is it not a slam dunk?
If you sped, it is.
Going nicely. So Piastri.
If you sped, it is. It's a simple. It is a slam dunk.
1:14.2 followed by a 1.
Piastri's gained a second in like a second.
He is very quickly coming back at George Russell now.
Let's talk about Alex Albon. James Vowles is his
Alex
team boss.
Albon.
He's on the pit wall.
Albon's running a very good
He
race.
needs to stop again. He stopped very early.
He's running a very good race.
It takes a lot, as you know, with me to make me happy. Not so far. It's difficult to undo, the what has happened this weekend, both and also between our own two.
I think he'll close up to the back of that Aston Martin Gasly battle at the end of the race if he stops again. That's obviously relying on the fact that maybe the Aston don't stop again.
Yeah,
Because if they do, then he won't. But
It is possible to go to the end.
Your old brother.
How fast you are. So that's really what we're trading off.
Here he is. He's right there.
Do we think we're going to be okay in those dying stages of the race?
James, can you confirm all he had to do was just shave a little bit off the bodywork and the car were to go, yeah?
Yeah, correct. It's decimals of a millimetre. That's the world we operate in now. It's a bit of probably 400 grit sandpaper.
I love this track.
In one direction.
Thanks ever so much,
Proper
James.
racing track.
We'll be back with you a little later.
Like some of the new tracks that we get nowadays, like the Saudi Arabia one, like it just doesn't hit like this. Like the serrated curbs and the banking. So this is what he did.
to make his pit
5
stop
second penalty.
and didn't slow down in time, afraid.
Yeah, I can see that.
We do that in the game.
Yeah.
Speeding in the pit lane. The limit is 60 kilometers an hour. There is no tolerance during the course of to get fined if it's a practice session or qualifying, or you get a penalty during the race, and that's what he's picked up. But talking of picking up, how about this for picking up pace? Oscar Piastri now right on the back of George Russell.
Here comes
Yeah,
Oscar.
he carries on like that. If he can clear these cars quickly, he is again looking at a podium, Oscar Piastri. This is key. If he can just sail past
Yeah,
Russell,
this is key here. He's got to get past.
Well,
On the outside.
We've had
He's got
enough
the
rain
grip,
here
yeah,
to make boats very much the favourite
Yes.
transport down that
George
main
can't
straight. He has
fight
sailed past George Russell.
And
on
Alex
the
Albon
exit
is all over the
of
back of
turn
Kevin
one.
Magnussen.
Piastri gets
Magnussen
that
hasn't
move
stopped
done
yet
the
either.
first time of
What is
asking.
Magnussen doing?
And that is
He's
absolutely
started on hards,
critical,
didn't
and
he?
he is going
He did.
very nicely
So then medium
indeed.
should get him to the end and
Head
stops.
now of George Russell. Meanwhile, out
Good
in
strategy
front,
from Haas, to
while
be
we
fair.
watch one McLaren making an
This is
overtake,
putting
lap
well
after
done.
lap after lap, Lando Norris is extending that lead.
Magnussen has just got no. Oh, he's overtaken a bit. Oh, what's going on here?
Makes his
Oh
way
my
Oh,
God!
off the track.
What's happened here?
Cars there, past Kevin Magnussen.
They've all just got past K-Mag. And...
Fernando Alonso in hot pursuit too.
What is going on?
Out of turn
Is that
one.
Gasly?
Gasly just
Ooh, good man from Pierre
making his
Gasly.
way past
Wow,
Alex
wee.
Albon, who thought he got into the points,
Did
but
Magnussen
he's
just
now gonna have
break
to
in the
stay
middle of the
11th
straight?
place.
Magnussen just let them all pass.
So Piastri
He's gone from 10th to 4th corner.
Leclerc in 4 laps. And then if he can make the same move,
I don't know. It cut to it. There's just 4 wide,
and I think he's quite a bit
and Magnussen just
clear.
braking.
Then
He was so slow down there.
start looking in
Was
their
it?
rearview mirror
If I was
with
Magnussen, I'd just hold
Verstappen
all
and
of them up.
Piastri. So,
I don't think he
so
could.
McLaren is
He was so slow in that straight.
unbelievably fast, especially on these tyres, and they just come.
Hey, up, side.
He has just
Right up behind Perez now.
0.4 of a second
He is, and he's
faster
going.
on
He's
that
going
last lap.
quick as well.
Max Verstappen, fastest man. There was Carlos
Piastri's
Sainz, who's
gaining
putting a
on Charles.
1:14.1 as he's behind Sergio Perez.
I think we'll be closing up to the back of Max at the end of this race. If it stays like this, obviously they could
Max
pit
could
again.
pit again, couldn't he?
They could. If they do, it'll be interesting to see if Max can close up to the back of Piastri. Because Piastri does
yellow flag yet either, and maybe those tyres
Oh,
are
yeah,
starting
the
to
Aston
go up a
Martin.
bit for Alex Albon.
Oh, no.
I think
Alonso
Albon's got a pit
passes
now.
the Williams with
think he
ease
has to
down
pit
the
now.
straight. Well, that happens.
Swallowed
Magnussen
up.
He's
manages
getting
to
swallowed.
pit.
He has to
So
pit
Albon
now.
now finds himself behind Fernando Alonso and ahead of who's got
He
that
should have pit
5
as soon as
second
Gasly overtook
penalty.
him, really.
And
Yeah.
Oscar Piastri is continuing on his way here.
If he wants to be in this
chasing
battle
down
at the end of the race, he's
Charles
got to
Leclerc.
pit now.
That's going to be the next battle in about
This is
4 or 5
ridiculous.
laps.
Look
This
at
is
that.
crazy.
This was absolutely brilliant. The Indy 500 here, the amount of cars
Oh my
together
God.
go around the banking.
Yeah, a lot going on. wasn't
Max
there?
was just
And,
in the middle of the track being swallowed up by everyone.
What was?
Oh, boy, what was?
I think probably Magnussen going so slow.
Does he mean Magnussen kind of holding everybody up?
Yeah, probably
That
Magnussen
looked like
holding
racing
everyone
to
up.
me,
Well, he
Martin.
can't.
Yeah, I
He
don't
had
know
his
what
foot
Alex
to the
is
floor.
referring to.
Yeah, he didn't have DRS. His tyres are serrated.
What did he want him to do?
His tyres are cooked.
Yeah.
I'll take the point. Alex Albon is not a man to complain about danger.
Magnussen couldn't do anything
that's
then.
racing.
No, he
That's
couldn't.
cars
Yeah.
jockeying for position.
I don't know exactly what he was referring
I wish there was
to.
a curb on looping
Yeah, so what
up at the top of the hill.
coming into
Because
play
on the game I
as
always
well,
touched the grass there.
will stop Red Bull with Verstappen trying to destabilise McLaren with say a later stop, put some soft tyres on something, and try to.
Yeah,
come
we
back
could.
out
I mean, we haven't
of
thought
the
about that, have we? We could see
has done
Verstappen.
before.
I know them softs can last about 20 laps.
Contrary strategy
They can do it.
to
Hamilton's given them all the day.
destabilise McLaren. If Piastri can bring himself up into position, he's currently 9-3.
Will want to get himself a pit stop clear for Hulkenberg,
Piastri
and then we'll
can
probably see him
overtake
go on
Charles
to the
Leclerc.
lead.
Another 3
Yeah.
points, of course, in that Constructors' Championship battle. And that would mean McLaren, if it stayed with Perez in 6th and Verstappen in 2nd, and Norris
Go on,
winning,
Carlos.
it will be a 28-point difference as we go towards Monza in the Constructors' Championship, that has been led by Red Bull since Spain. And that's Spain 2022.
Yes. And to remind you, both cars can score. in
Spain
the
22. That's ridiculous.
With somewhat more significant, if you like, in terms of the points differences.
I haven't taken the.
I just get the feeling that
fastest lap into
Perez just has a
consideration.
little bit
None
more
of Red Bull have that bonus points at the moment,
Sainz.
but anything can happen.
I get the feeling that
Between
Perez
now
has
and
just
the
that
end
little
of
bit
the
more.
race, Carlos
Oh, yeah.
Sainz chasing Sergio Perez. Behind him, Lewis Hamilton, currently in a...
Oh, yeah. I think Hamilton's in a... He hasn't got the tyres to close in.
He's just sat there.
He's just sat there, so I think you're right. I think we could see Hamilton maybe go for a fastest lap or switch the mediums and try and close up the last, like, maybe 20 laps or something.
Well, yeah, obviously guys don't pit. Hamilton could close up and overtake. We saw the off was massive.
Yeah.
Or if they do pit, they've got the risk of Hamilton under them.
We just took a guess.
It's an interesting strategy game, isn't it? And also, we've got to remember, I think maybe Mercedes are waiting out to see if these guys battle first.
Stay up. What's going on there? Yeah.
And if they do, then...
Safety car.
Sainz, just T-bone Perez into turn 1 and give us a safe.
Go on, Jack, just hold them up.
Joe is going to hold it.
With that in mind,
Oh, no, he's not.
I think been given a little bit of a hurry up by the Ferrari pit wall and told just to up your pace a touch. He's put best for the first sector.
Piastri's close to Leclerc as well.
So we see it's about
What's Ocon doing?
Send it.
his battle with Valtteri
This was on Bottas.
Yeah, sorry. Max Verstappen on the radio apparently saying we've lost grip. So
Man just doesn't have tyres.
Make that 11.4
In the pits.
pace.
I think it really matters, doesn't
So the Red Bull is
Whoa.
chewing up
Bottas
his
in the
tyres.
pits.
It always matters, bless him.
Since it
Poor
was Red Bull,
Bottas.
he's barely touched his tyre. But of course, you know, if
Also,
you're
what has
cruising
Joe
out front,
done this
nobody's
race?
bothering you. you'll have a
Absolutely
different
nothing.
rate.
He's got one
All of
so
a
far.
sudden, you're pushing the car, and you get.
He actually
a
has.
new set of
It's been a woeful weekend from
It's
Joe.
not been great, has it?
Well, not only is he legit last behind everyone.
Manages to stay ahead, and there was almost contact.
Why was there not contact?
Slammed shut by Sergio Perez and his
Am I missing something? I did not see any of that.
It's Sainz and Perez in the
Another
red camp.
challenge.
Trying to say he was really on the blower, saying he didn't leave me enough space.
Why was there not contact?
You really want some top.
Yes, I do. I really do.
No, I think this is a good race.
Spread out now.
Well, we've got these individual battles that are going to come through.
Ricardo on L1.
Yeah, Ricardo's going to go past him.
Gap to Verstappen is 10. Under safety car, take it for a medium, put that behind him, and then you pass him. Happy? Yeah, sounds like a little confidence.
Yeah, McLaren are in a position where I think as long as Lando doesn't make a mistake or there's not any kind of failure, they've got pretty much the race in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, you would be like, well, I'll just up it to 15 seconds and then we're definitely safe.
Yeah.
Here comes Carlos Sainz
Go
once
on.
again. He just couldn't.
Ooh.
On the outside.
Sergio Perez on the last lap.
My
It's
God.
once again.
Ooh, it's close, isn't it? It's really close.
Crash.
And George is falling back into these as well. Perez is gaining on George.
There's many things, but he did say coming into this race, don't expect our performance to be better. We've not been able to do anything on this car during the summer break, and we're going to have to live with what we've got. And it's quite obvious from this race what they've got, Martin, is a car that is not as fast, certainly around this track.
I was very off with my prediction for the win of this race.
You were off.
I mean, we'll have
But-
some quirky places
What
like
about me?
Singapore.
Yeah, you were. But one thing I did get right so far, if it stays like this, is Charles third.
Oh.
On all days.
I put my faith in Charles. I mean, Piastri's coming through either way.
And the Ferrari
As of right now,
key
I
in terms of
should have stuck with, said pole. I should have just stuck with the win as well.
yeah.
Verstappen.
I mean, you were high a few laps in. He did bottle it off the start.
See, I knew you would bottle it.
McLaren could be on for a once here, but before they do that, they've
There
got
we
to sort
go.
out
Is
the
Charles slowly gaining on Max a little bit as well?
He's just had it in that window, hasn't he? That 5 to 6. Here goes Sainz. I think
He
he's
squeezed Perez there.
I think he's
Properly.
I think he's proper squeezed Perez.
And he's had that pace.
I thought
Perez has been able
with the
to
tight angle
defend
Perez had, I thought
well.
Perez was going into the side.
It's open.
Very easy on this particular occasion. He is up into 6th.
Yeah, Sainz did those lovely. I'm gonna wherever you brake, I'm gonna brake later. Just got off the brake pedal a little bit and took a meter or two and cleared it. Sainz then.
Piastri, it's crucial for him to not get stuck behind Charles here because if he gets past, there's
Oh,
a very,
that was a snap.
there's a very good chance he could close up on Max. He's got the pace to do so.
Only 30 laps. Car number 33 as he was once, and only felt the lead 33 laps before today. Norris took the lead on lap 18, conceded it during the pit stops, has got it back again, and is absolutely cruising out in front with a buffer that will cover an opportunity for a pit stop behind a late safety car. But I would imagine if we do get a safety car, then Verstappen might want to come in and change his tyres too.
Safety car? Safety car?
Safety car would bring Hamilton into the equation as well.
Yuki versus Sargent, that could end in a safety car. Yuki, Sargent and Magnussen, look at them.
All 20 drivers are still running, with the two Saubers who are the only team not to score a point so far this year, running in 19th and 20th. Now, this battle, Leclerc
Oh, Hamilton's in.
Drivers like that you're trying to lap, and they may as well bring Hamilton in. He's got a pit stop, and to see if he can come.
Although he will be, he will have fucked it if the safety car comes in. If there's a safety car now, Mercedes will fuck this.
Yeah, I would have
make a bid for the fastest lap in this race, so he could actually pick up a point, as you say, Martin, with that free pit stop.
22 though. On those hard
please can I confirm, Rev? A fan tonight, please, Rev.
Look at what's going on there with Sargent, Yuki and Mag. I want that battle.
Well, it's Oscar and Charles are about to get.
Laps, didn't he, on the soft tyre in the first stint? So
Piastri stalled out.
Please, come on.
It's giving Verstappen some breathing space.
I think it's the only real frustration for McLaren this afternoon. The street hasn't quite got that.
Piastri needs to make inroads.
I know Bottas has made 2 goals and he's still miles clear of show.
Close enough behind
it's pressing for show, isn't it?
Even though he's got the DRS,
Oh,
get the feeling with the Ferrari, there's an energy boost going on.
I feel like Hamilton had great pace
down
this
that
race.
main straight.
Yeah, he has. He's done fantastic.
Get a bit of DRS from these back
What did he
markers
do
on
for qualifying so shit?
I know, he would be in that
Leclerc.
Piastri sort of area, wouldn't he?
I think it was, yeah.
Was that little dummy move?
Well, I mean, he could have qualified in pole. There was always a chance, wasn't there?
I don't think anyone would be in that Lando lap.
No, but yeah, that's true. He could have been on the front row. Let's put it that way.
I don't think he Max. He might have pipped Piastri.
He was in that battle, wasn't he?
He was in the Max Piastri George sort of area.
Right, this traffic could make this very interesting now.
Well done, Logie Bear.
But still ahead of him. Got that squabble of Sargent.
Sonoda's just not getting out of the way. He wants
Logan.
Logan.
An easy place here, because the track can be quite narrow in parts to lap some of the back markers. Happened when he lapped Magnussen, lost about half a second on that particular lap. I was just watching our driver tracker in the commentary box, and
has Yuki got enough?
Keep an eye on this. Leclerc did not get DRS on the back markers.
Why out so close coming out of the final corner? How's he not?
He's got his lap.
Before Leclerc gets
He was out then. I was like, yes.
Sonoda moves
Safety
out
car.
of the way,
Yeah.
which means that he's lost touch with Logan Sargent in doing so. That bit where the back markers rather ruins if they are scrapping for positions when they have.
It's been a bit of a disappointment for Yuki, really.
Watch from the rear
Just hasn't had pace.
Ferrari.
Vote overtake award.
Made a good start.
What was the overtake?
Very, very consistent
Of the race.
throughout the. And
Probably
is
signs
course
on
at the
Gasly.
moment for a
That's a very good move.
37th podium
Yeah,
Formula One career.
that was a good move.
Oscar's very close this time.
Either side
Hamilton's
of the summer break.
flying.
Hamilton
Jesus.
Martin does get that fastest lap by quite some margin. At 1:38, but he's got 25 seconds
Get out of the way,
to try
Simon.
and close down on Sergio Perez if he's going to nick that 7th spot.
He's got enough.
Wind feels like it's
He's got
picked
enough
up
time.
considerably.
The tyres stay with that kind of. So yeah.
Here we go.
As I say,
No, no, go back.
Unless there was
Go just a little bit further back.
there hasn't been.
Oh, Yuki's closing.
14 seconds.
Yuki's closing.
Magnussen.
Norris over Verstappen.
Magnussen's close. Magnussen's on the mediums. Sargent's gone deep.
Sargent's under pressure from Yuki Tsunoda, but hanging on
Go on, send it, lad.
position as we can head to race control of Bernie Collins.
Yes, Crofty, so a few little updates. You've mentioned the back mark is a lot there. It was such a short
Imagine
track.
3 wide into
The
turn
leaders
1
start
with
to
these
lap
three.
back mark very quickly and will actually lap
Safety
on.
car is definitely happening.
like
Come on.
drivers of the grid. Interesting, what are
Piastri's letting me down.
I'm surprised we haven't had like an engine blow up or something like reliability.
Yeah, you'd expect you would have had some, especially with what the Haas was doing in practice. Their brakes was just not working.
Do they risk it? Do they play the strategy? Box lose 3 positions to drivers on much older tires, and then
Yeah,
leave them
the issue is
0.1
Verstappen's
second
not.
to 22 second pit loss again, but give him a
What
shot
the?
at that all.
Why is he racing him? Lance. Hey,
It
fam.
seems key, doesn't it? Unless you've got a massive offset with your tyres.
Wasn't
it seems
just
a
done that.
gamble.
Don't know.
The other
You thought it was
gamble they
Turkey
played
2020.
to
If
run
Lance
the
took him out
longer,
then,
That'd be mad. I'd be outraged.
I would, but safety car.
No, but that means Max wins by like millions.
No, Piastri.
Piastri's clearly shown that
sometimes that
he's-
works and sometimes it doesn't.
One of the cars
No,
you have to,
I'm not gonna hate. Piastri's letting me down.
Sergio Perez.
He's letting me down right now.
For me, you want to put
He's
caution on
really
the
let me down.
side of anything that could
This is what I mean. So everyone was saying I was a clown for that Piastri short that we put out.
I didn't say you were a clown.
No, people on the Instagram.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
And but this is why. This is exactly what I mean by it. Like, not a bad driver, but he has performances like this where Lando is just like Lando is
14
leagues.
and a half seconds clear.
He's leagues above.
No, is a pit stop ahead of Piastri.
Yeah. And people are like, oh, no, Piastri. He's not. Like, did you guys even watch Formula 1? He had a good races. He doesn't do this. So yeah, and Piastri's never beaten Lando like this. So I don't know. Yeah.
Also,
Some people just
I
don't know
would
what's
like
up.
to mention Perez, who pits, will come out behind Hamilton.
Yes,
on
you know.
leader's pace at the moment. He's really flying
So
along in 1 minute 14.
that strategy call for Red Bull is now off the cards,
It's almost as if the
especially
players
with the pace of Hamilton.
fended off
I
that
think it's
attack
getting to that point now, isn't it, that the fronters will see themselves behind Hamilton at this point. So I think it's now over for that strategy.
The likes of Lance Stroll, Daniel Ricciardo. The
I
last
don't know
couple
if
of
the
laps,
softs make it to the end.
his pace has
They
not
will.
relented
Lighter
in
fuel
the
load
slightest.
than they did
He's
20
still
hours.
after,
Yeah,
than
true.
Max Verstappen in second place.
Sainz is catching Russell quickly.
Science is catching Russell.
Yeah, Piastri
Not a great day for Mercedes.
No. They just don't seem to have race pace, do they? Comparison to McLaren, even Ferrari. Ferrari's quicker than I thought they'd be, to be fair.
Monza could be interesting.
Monza could be very interesting.
Range of George Russell.
Yeah, Ferrari, if they're faster than what they are here, and you know, what Fred has been saying, then Ferrari could be contention for a win, I think.
Wow, Monza's more straight line speedy, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, Carlos Sainz paying the price
Hey
for
up.
not doing a
Now
sprint
George
run before,
and
because
Sainz
A,
are behind
Raikkonen
that 3.
down, B, had gearbox issues. George
Box,
Russell,
George
put
is
into
in.
the
He's
pit
in.
lane.
Wow.
The man
Okay.
who tried a
That's interesting.
one-stop strategy at
Now this
Belgium is
spices
now
it
gonna
up.
go for a
G-stops
two-stop
as well.
strategy,
Imagine.
because he's got a free pit stop at Lewis Hamilton, and I think they feel
It is.
It is stops.
with a set of soft
Here we go.
tyres.
So this is interesting now, isn't it? This is put that Leclerc, Piastri, Sainz group under a bit of pressure, I think, for
I
strategy.
think what they was inevitable. Sainz was going to catch them.
Yeah.
So do something different, particularly.
That's fair.
That's fair enough for
Perez
Mercedes.
as well, as you said, he's slotted in well ahead of Hamilton. So he's got to come
It's
back
just
now. and
crazy,
see if
isn't
he
it, from
can
Max,
take-
even
I'll
without
say
the
it's
quick.
Wellington.
They won, didn't they?
Yeah.
They
What was that?
did the right thing.
How was Hamilton 2.5 behind George after that pit stop?
Because he's been on the softs for about 10 laps.
Yeah,
As
true.
to whether McLaren might play that card.
That was closer than I thought that was going to
Well,
be.
being the tyre offset around here is massive.
It surprised me how close it was actually.
Yeah, it is that big. It's very big.
Offset in his
So it'd be at
favour.
least 5.
Who was your driver of the day so far?
Personally nervous of putting Piastri behind Perez, Russell and Sainz voluntarily.
Norris. He's got to be up there.
Yeah, I think
Gasly's probably up there. Hulkenberg's probably up there.
You know who it is for me? Carlos Sainz.
Yeah,
He's come
Sainz is a good one.
He's come through and
George Russell, but
he's fifth.
I know what you mean. There's also a
He's
lot of
had
back
a very
markers
good
in
race.
between as well, and the way
Sainz
this
is doing
race
well.
is going.
He's had a
they're
very, very
gonna
good race.
substantially
Especially when Ferrari
reduce Red
seems to be
Bull's
like,
championship lead.
Hamilton's had a good race.
Yeah, Hamilton's had a good
Got
race.
to give up a certainty probably to
Albon's behind
for a
Sargent.
maybe. But anyway, let's see what McLaren decide
Yeah, but he's
to do,
just
how
pit.
bold they feel they want to get.
I'm not judging.
He seems to be coming back a little bit there now. Anyway,
No judgment here.
Magnussen just can't get past Yuki.
So he's learned this, hasn't he, Oscar Piastri? In
Yuki
his
just
second
can't.
season in Formula One, where
Sargent's
sometimes
gapped
he's
Yuki.
got to back off a bit, cool those tyres down.
It's a poor race from Yuki. I don't know what's going on with him.
Recharge.
He had a good.
yeah.
He just doesn't have the pace. Like even Ricardo's, he's 20 odd seconds behind
Wait,
Ricardo.
Sargent's had a problem.
Yeah, Sargent's just like lost all the time.
He's lost like 2 seconds there to Yuki.
Not amazing, but I'll make it to the end. So
Okay, so not brilliant, but we'll be okay. The only driver to complete
What happened to
every single
Sargent?
lap, by the way, in 2020.
He just dropped 2 seconds out of
He's
nowhere.
okay to make it safe and comfortably to the end, but in 4th place, where
No.
he would have been targeting
No.
another podium.
when did
I
the
am
others
sure.
pit in comparison to
Never make a
Piastri?
script writer for advertising, would he?
Around late 20s.
Plays everything down.
What's the tyre offset?
It's just
4, 5, 6
what you
laps.
need, isn't it?
It's
So if
really
Piastri's
barely
saying
changed
it's hard to get to the
that he
end,
was racing
and it's in a
around with
McLaren,
broken
they
ribs, we
should
didn't
pit.
even notice.
these shouldn't come.
Leclerc obviously pitted first out of me.
It's a stress fracture that sort of came over a number of races, particularly in right hand.
Perez pitted around Piastri's time. Norris pitted a lap with Piastri.
Well, it's now or never, because if you go to 10 laps to go, there's really no point, is there?
No.
Got him through that and sheer determination.
The problem now is in Perez face.
They're
behind Hamilton.
And the problem they face if they don't come in is they've got a very, very quick George Russell closing upon them. So got a choice to make here.
I don't think they catch George.
I would imagine,
if they come in.
adrenaline.
That's the thing, do you stay out and hope that George's tyres go off, or do you come in?
They don't catch George if they come in. They'll get
Oh!
Hamilton, but they won't catch George.
He's on the medium tyres and moves past Magnussen up into 17th place.
Crash.
Which might not sound much, but he
Please,
had to
imagine
start
a late
right
red
at the
flag.
back of the grid, and they'll be hoping to get him
Standing
a few
start.
more places at Williams between now and
That
the
would be
end.
interesting. Max would win then.
Bye.
Soon coming on the
Max
grid
would
next
win
year.
the
Maybe
race.
Liam
No, he wouldn't, because he'd send it instead. And you know what Lando's like on starts.
Crash.
My mate Mick, his boy.
Stop wanting everyone to
coming
crash.
On the grid. You've got
I just
Liam
want-
probably.
This race is good.
You know,
It's a
lot of
good
people are
race.
hoping Daniel
Yeah, it's
Ricciardo's
not a
on the
race.
grid
We've had
somewhere.
worse.
That'd be 5
No, I'm
and
just
2
appreciating how
26
close the
people in
tops
Australia
are
and 5
Yeah.
men in
after
New Zealand.
last
They'll
season.
represent
Like this is
It's
this
nice.
is it's nice watching, like, because you don't know, do you?
Yeah, I just expected more from Zandvoort.
Starting with what he produced here.
Yeah, I was expecting rain, to be fair.
I was expecting a little bit of
See
sauce.
where he ends up on that one. But it would be absolutely incredible.
Big
Heritage,
sauce.
pedigree, of course, in New Zealand and in Australia.
With a big
But
sword.
not as many people to choose from when you're picking drivers.
Hamilton's
as,
almost got a pit
other
stop over
countries.
Hulkenberg.
Italy, for
Might do
instance,
that
although I
again.
think we might have an Italian
Yeah,
driver
imagine.
on the grid
Pits
for
again.
next year.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Andrea Kimi
George is
Antonelli.
going fast.
He is.
In the late 80s, when
That's the thing. I think now if Piastri pits as well, he's behind George.
13 or
Yeah, I
39
think so.
as well, which was a bit chaotic. But
I wonder how Leclerc
highly unusual
is keeping those
to
tyres.
have,
And that puts Leclerc behind George as well.
Yeah, it
Meanwhile,
does.
Vive la France, Pierre Gasly is chasing after Nico.
Third could still be on it for George.
Well, it could. You don't know, do you?
Try and bring home
I mean, if they don't pit, it's definitely not. But
Here comes Gasly.
Alpine, Oliver Oakes in his first
he's had a
at the
phenomenal
team.
race.
Well,
And
that
you know what,
continues.
Hulkenberg, to be
Oscar
fair,
Piastri
Very nice.
slowly but surely gaining once again on Charles Leclerc. Whilst that
It's fair to say
happens,
Gasly's
slowly but surely,
outclassed the Aston
Lando
Martins today.
Norris
Mhm.
extending his advantage lap after lap after lap. Max Verstappen.
Ricardo's closing on the
This the race
Astons.
that has become
Lando
the
has a
Max
16
Verstappen
lead.
celebratory victory 72 laps.
Let's not get
And it
into
is
a
not
Lando
looking
Norris era
that
now.
way this afternoon. Lap 60.
Yeah, we've just come out of Max Verstappen era to a Lando Norris one, because I do actually want
To keep it close.
I want a fight for the
The other
line.
Alpine,
Can
Gasly
I never thought I'd say this, but can Max actually win some races? Like, can we not do Lando wins everything, please?
I don't think Lando will win everything. Mercedes will probably few. Ferrari might.
Max will definitely win.
Max will surely gotta win.
That's an interesting question, actually. How long before Max wins another one? Because it's not looking like he's going to win.
I don't think they've got the fastest car in a straight line either anymore.
Does he win Monza?
No.
Who do you think wins Monza? Think it's McLaren or Ferrari?
I think it'd be Norris.
Yeah.
I think they'll stress Singapore, Red Bull. I think Ferrari will have a huge chance of winning in Singapore.
Yeah.
Great move.
Good move from Gasly.
Yeah, he's an extra angle of the
Gasly's had a
outside of
phenomenal
turn one.
race, yes.
Tarzan, as it's always.
I would, yeah. I don't see Max winning Monza or Singapore.
I remember saying
What's after
Geronimo on the
Singapore?
brakes.
We've already had George
and
Lynch
I
part.
got
What is
into
it?
Is it
and
Mexico?
then get it out of the gravel trap.
Would win Mexico.
Driver of the day vote
good on
closes in
Mexico.
10 laps. I dare say Lando Norris is getting a lot of those votes at the moment.
But then in saying that,
but there are a few
Mercedes,
other contenders. So, Collins, what are you
Norris,
looking at?
Leclerc, and Hamilton's in there.
Race control screen.
I think Sainz has been good though.
I think Sainz should be up there. 100%.
Not mad at that though. But
Gasly,
Slightly more than a second.
again, probably done dirty there. Again, Leclerc probably deserves to be there as well, to be fair. Leclerc's had a smashing race.
yeah, yes. In a Ferrari that just isn't anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we say isn't anywhere.
Well, it is there though. It is there. It's the slow four, but it's not slow. It's not far behind the four.
No, it's definitely not.
I think people are just like, oh, it's just these three teams. It's not. Ferrari are there.
Ferrari are there.
They're just like a tenth back.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if Ferrari win a race, it's not like completely mad, is it?
No.
Like they do have the.
George Russell, Mercedes might have a decision to make if Lewis Hamilton continues his pace and gets a little bit closer, because he could be the one that's got the pace to Sergio Perez, but we're kind of running out of laps.
Yeah, good point on that. Hamilton catching Russell. And
I don't know. I'll message you after the race is done.
Hamilton
Which is
started back there in 14th. That's a good effort, isn't it? But it was a late stop from George Russell, and again, that's one that's put him out of track position and hasn't yet paid any dividends. I think Hulkenberg can be under pressure from Alonso, Stroll, and Ricardo.
the thing is, he has the pace to close to Max.
Watching the lap
But he
times,
just can't get past.
so
They
impressive
all
when
can't
Leclerc
hit now.
is
With
managing
10 laps to go.
lap to
Because they
within
haven't catch
thousandths
Hamilton.
of a second of Oscar Piastri behind him on tyres that are 9 laps old.
I think.
You know, it's a good race tyre in these conditions on tyre, but this is.
I mean, even Max.
By Charles Leclerc, and he's actually left
Max a bit
after,
behind
Max
Perez.
Verstappen currently,
Yeah.
albeit by 0.3 of a second a lap, and he's not
No.
really troubling necessarily.
Yeah.
Verstappen by the
Maybe
end.
it's
High on the Red Bull drivers' tyres there. Verstappen seems
19.
to have gone into
No,
a pace management.
he'd be behind Perez, but it'd be clear of George for
I'm
now.
not going to get first,
Yeah.
and I want to keep that second place and defend. But you know, Leclerc is still chipping away.
Leclerc's doing well, you know. He's held that time to Max.
Too much of a pest, isn't he? But,
10 laps. I like that graphic on the chart.
All respect to the Dutch fans.
I'm just watching George closely.
They've become so used to Max dominating.
What Hamilton's gained,
Since
I'm
we
sure.
returned here to Zandvoort. But they did not.
And he's done the fastest lap.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Right. Okay. Hamilton.
Pace today.
That decision at Mercedes that I was talking about, Lewis Hamilton put in the new fastest lap of the race.
What's going
It's
on?
now less than 3 seconds.
He's gonna do another.
2.5 seconds.
I tell you what, he's going to pit for another set of softs.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. If the fastest lap looks in jeopardy, I think to again secure the fastest lap.
Holding him up slightly as well.
Bob's your uncle.
Alonso on Hulkenberg.
Oh, poor Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg deserves points there. Squeeze him.
Take him out.
Hard compound tyres and Hail Mary strategy, and it's a strategy that is not
Red
putting
flag.
him into the points currently. Alonso
Where's
has
Stroll?
taken
Oh, there
that
he is.
final points in
Why
the
is
race.
George no longer catching?
Won't be pleased
I
if he
don't
gets
know.
by Hamilton as
But
well.
Hamilton
That means
is.
they gave up track position with Sainz chasing him down and Perez, but it was clear Sainz was going to pass him anyway.
Oh, they should have put George on the
Of the
mediums.
2 Mercedes drivers, the only
Well, no,
one
because
who's got the pace to challenge Sergio
George
Perez
should.
might come
He's
down
held
to
up
the
in
last
traffic.
lap is Lewis
There you go.
Hamilton.
That'll be right
So
then.
they
Yeah.
to make that decision. We'll see. The gap now.
And Hamilton was
about
probably
1.5
pushing as well.
seconds between Russell and Hamilton, who we ride on board with down that main straight. He's now got those three cars, those three back markers to try and continue. So we've got about 8 laps to go in this race. Martin, we ought to, at some stage, focus on the race leader, who we haven't seen for a while, as Lando Norris has been untroubled, untouched, and unbeatable here. And considering where we started this season, and
where's Sargent going to get out of here?
For the McLaren to show us what it was made of, and for Lando to get that race win.
Genuinely, what is he going to do here?
The sort of performance
Magnussen.
been dreaming of those days he spent on the beach in the last
couple of weeks. Like, yes, DRS
and
this
even
time.
in Miami, the safety car was a touch fortunate for McLaren, but they put themselves.
That's minimised the amount that Sargent's lost there.
Sargent's done well, to be fair.
He's done.
And he might get a healthy dose of DRS from Hamilton here.
He will. He will.
Tap in the first corner, not ideal, but you know, plan B.
Right, George, get after him.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's not going to do it.
This is the sort of gap. 18 seconds to Verstappen at the moment. It's probably going to end up well over 20 seconds. And you know, that's the sort of gap that even Red Bull were not necessarily winning by when they were dominating everything.
Well, the last time anyone other than Verstappen won a race by as much as 10 seconds was nearly 2.5 years ago.
Imagine if he's almost been
in Australia 2022. And he's liable to win
Why
by 20
would we be
seconds
looking at that?
in this race.
He locked up.
Over the curve.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still on the brakes there, but
his tyres don't though, do they? His tyres were absolutely finished.
That sort of thing's absolutely okay. You don't want to do it too often.
But then again, I reckon Max's tyres are finished.
Norris, he's making his way at the moment to turn 4 as Verstappen completes lap 65 of this race.
I'd like to know what people say about Lando after this.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting week with that.
Well, I know exactly what a few shorts are going to be about in Portugal.
In this race today.
I know exactly what they're going to be about. Lando.
Haas no longer having a car.
No, they will go to the Italian Grand Prix. That's from Sky. They reported on it the other day. The chances are is that it won't get to that. They will get to the Italian Grand Prix, and it will be sorted.
ending up 8th at the moment. That's gained a few extra critical points for Red Bull, hasn't it? With Perez up in 6th. If they did lose
well, the thing that's annoying me here is I do want a Drivers' Championship battle. As much as I think Max will still win the title, there's a chance that Lando could do it if Piastri just fucking gets a hurry on and overtakes Max.
Yeah. I'll guarantee that driver, who else you put it, is available. I'll guarantee that.
I mean, tailwind. It's not out.
I saw a spot on the camera lens. That's right.
Imagine it
soon, like we had at the start of last year.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Just a tsunami comes in from this.
See if that will help turn things around.
I think Piastri's going to go for a mega last bit.
Yeah, the constructors is interesting.
It's close.
It's very close. I mean, even Ferrari have maximised compared to Red Bull with the points there.
31 points. A gain of 37 for McLaren.
Wow.
37 points scored for McLaren in this race.
No, I genuinely think
by the time we go to Singapore, that Constructors' Championship.
That could hinder them. It's less winter time.
A swap around at the top.
Jack, I think the car's fast enough to offset
that.
Okay. I mean, judged by napkins that they have over Red Bull.
Yeah, I don't know where the napkins, but Piastri's behind the Ferrari.
Yeah, so it's just Lando, isn't it?
I think today is all about Lando. Like yesterday was all about Lando.
Lando Norris.
I think it's Lando. It's absolutely
blitzed. Their first win at Zandvoort since 1980.
Is there a grade than 5 that I can give him? Because he deserves it. If you're going to give a 6 to anyone at some point, Lando deserves it, right?
We said we're not giving.
No, we're not doing that.
Since Formula 1 for the first time in 6 consecutive races.
I mean, and to be fair to Max as well, Max has done everything he can. He can't do anything more than second. He's absolutely maximised, pun intended, his points. So,
very open, isn't he?
When you've got someone like Lando who's clearly in league today.
And yesterday.
That lap was insane, wasn't it?
Yeah. But he's a very open lad and people appreciate that.
The only criticism Lando again is the start. At least he didn't lose 5 places, he only lost 1.
That used to be a really big criticism for Hamilton as well.
Yeah, it used to be.
Hamilton didn't used to be up there, did it?
No, but
be on his mind. The
but, you know, assessing the parallels, Hamilton would then go yes. So, swings and roundabouts, right?
If you can have a bad start and still win by 20 seconds,
yeah, you
don't care about the start.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
At all. At the end of the day,
It was. Is what if Lando had got away at the start? How far would he have been?
Probably 30 seconds, maybe more. Well, no, this is the thing, though, isn't it? You know, the reason why it was a big deal before is because in the other races he'd be in Piastri's position, wasn't he? The last few races, anyway, especially.
Yeah.
But today,
class.
Yeah.
DRS assistance to try and mount a challenge on that Ferrari, albeit he's.
I mean, Leclerc's closing on.
It's not
Verstappen.
enough. It's not enough.
Yeah, but
He's closing, but it's not enough. It was 5.7 a few laps ago.
Leclerc's going.
He is. Piastri's staying with him.
All it takes is snap of oversteer for Max, and Leclerc is there.
Yeah.
Has lost out on pace this weekend is the team that won 2 of the biggest 3 races, and that's Mercedes.
Absolutely. They'll be somewhat shocked to be down in 7th and 8th, 45 seconds off the lead.
We say it's 45. It's 25 seconds behind Max, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just say that one though, because Lando's 20 seconds clear of everyone.
Yeah. Let's just assess
Yes.
this situation here. It's not 45 seconds off the lead. It's 25 behind second place.
Yeah.
Lando is 20 seconds in front of everyone.
I just hope that from now to the end we don't have what we had with Max year.
With Lando.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like that. Obviously, Lando would probably end with the championship.
That'd be nice, wouldn't
it? It'd be nice, but it's not good for racing.
No, actually, I wouldn't mind that. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I think it would be tense at the end of the season.
I think Lando would clear the point because I think Max will be in and amongst the pack. Lando winning by 20 seconds like Max was doing.
How many races left?
10.
Right. How many points is Lando behind Max by?
Now after this, I think 70.
Right. 7 points. So 7 times 10. Let's just say he wins every single race. Max finishes second. 70 points. Goes right down to the wire.
Yeah, it does, but I don't see Max being second every race, but I can't see Lando winning every race.
But then again, I can also see Ferrari picking another win. I can see Mercedes picking up a few more wins.
Yeah.
I can see Max winning a few.
Yeah.
Piastri might. Yeah.
Exactly.
If a thing happens and Perez is on game, you know,
No.
Perez has won races. Yeah, we've got Baku coming up. He's very good around Baku.
Yeah.
So you can't hit Baku.
Forgot about Baku.
Yeah. Can't count Perez up there.
Baku's the one after Monza.
It is, yeah. So, you know, I don't think he'll win every race.
No, well.
He could.
Get them all up there with the decks as well.
McLaren looks pretty
This
good.
crowd have been entertained by some proper
little bit.
good music
A little
during the
too
course of this weekend. But for the next 2.46 miles,
Even Lando could be
Lando
champion
Norris wants to hear
by
the
quite a way.
voice of his Mercedes.
Which I'm happy about. Like I want to see Lando win a championship. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, I hope that it's not that though. I hope it's a close battle with drivers.
Ferrari, Red Bull,
I hope it's like Lando, Verstappen, Lewis, Charles.
Oscar.
I don't think that's enough for a championship yet.
George,
maybe. I think George would be at the back of it all. But he'd be there, but I think it would be Lewis, Charles, Max, Lando,
And then-
all them. And then George thereabouts, Piastri thereabouts, Perez thereabouts. He won't be there.
Kimi in behind as well.
Could be an interesting fight for the championship next season.
It could, yeah.
They are going to scrap it out now.
I mean, this is just ridiculous,
All the way
isn't
to Abu Dhabi.
It is. I mean, he's done a Max Verstappen's home Grand Prix.
In terms of
Yeah.
converting
He's come back off the summer break
In the orange.
and he's He sent a message to his haters. And Leclerc's only 3 seconds behind Max. Yeah, well done, Lando Norris. He's fastest lap. Oh my god. Bottas is second! Oh! Come on, Bottas! Gasly's second!
Something's going on.
Imagine. Alonso. Russell, Bottas.
They've turned it off. You can't see.
Norris did the fastest lap of the race.
That's insane. He did the fastest lap.
The world championship point.
That's incredible.
That's great.
He's happy.
That's great.
For Zach Brown down at McLaren. Sainz comes home to finish fifth. Checo Perez crosses
That was
the
his
line
lap.
in
That was a bit of a lap, wasn't it?
after their recent win.
That's Lewis Hamilton 2019-2020 era-esque from Lando Norris. It's a slap on the last lap.
Max Verstappen does that.
This is
Ridiculous.
Lando Sunder. And the British driver has come to the Netherlands, has taken maximum points.
Wow.
And taken them from Max.
Great drive.
Fair play.
Yeah. I want to see how far Charles was.
Play to the Dutch fans for clapping that as well.
Yeah. They're not as bitter as us, though, the Dutch.
No, we clap Max.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. It's Silverstone.
Yeah, I just want to see how far Leclerc was from Max, because he was closing quickly at the end there.
He was.
Strong drive.
Yeah, what a
Ridiculous
drive from Lando Norris, though. He's done the fastest.
Well.
Mercedes must be kicking.
Very intentionally.
Yeah.
They really fucked the strategy with George.
The speed. It shows you how much
I feel bad for George because they really fucked his strategy.
He only just beat the fastest lap clubs.
Yeah, that's very close.
valuable.
Absolutely.
Valuable point from
Max
Lando.
Verstappen had to play second
Hungry.
fiddle here today.
Yeah. I mean, good drive from Max, nonetheless. There wasn't much more he could do there.
Yeah.
Wasn't there? Anyway, that's been pretty much it. We'll see you for the post-race pod.
You can end it.
Lando dominates. Lando dominates.